All right, when all else fails and you need a reset that's deeper than what we've described before with the power wash and the pin procedure, then reinstalling ChromeOS is your next line of defense. And that will completely reinstall the operating system as if it's brand new and could wipe out any corruptions that happen in the OS. This is hardly ever needed, but if you do, you're going to format a USB drive that's at least 8 gigabytes in size using your Chrome browser on your Office computer separately. To create your Chrome recovery drive, simply find a thumb drive that's at least 8 gigabytes in capacity, put that into your Office computer, and then start up your Chrome browser and go to the Chrome Web Store and search for Chromebook Recovery Utility and install that. That will be added as an extension to your browser. Once that's installed, then you can click on this little button to the top right here to view your extensions and scroll down until you find it and select Chromebook Recovery Utility, and that'll launch the app, so to speak. And we just are going to follow these prompts along to create the drive. Let's get started. Here's the first part that's important. We want to choose the correct model of device. So this will be the actual manufacturing model, not our pseudo name that we've given it. So it'll be, just flip your device over and look at the bottom of it to see what make and model you've got. Most of the devices we sell are made by AOpen. Some are from Asus. Some are from B-Link, so could be just some different ones in the future even. So anyway, select a model from the list and find your brand here. If your device does not have the Chrome badge on it, then it's probably a Chrome Flex device. If there's no indication of Chrome actually on the physical device, then you almost certainly have a Chrome Flex device. And in that case, you would be searching for Google ChromeOS Flex. But for everybody else, or for all the other devices, we want to find the actual manufacturer, which would be typically AOpen or Asus. And let's take a look at this, for example, with the Chromebox Mini made by AOpen. Search here, Chromebox Mini. And so if that's the model I had, we would just continue. And I'm going to select my thumb drive in here. I've got one already in my computer. I'm going to select that, continue forward, and create now. So this will take a little bit of time, and then once it's finished, you can remove it from your computer and simply insert it into your Chrome device at that screen where it says ChromeOS is missing or damaged, and it will write Chrome to the device, and you can start up fresh. And once that drive is created, then on this screen, you just put in that drive. If you don't have this screen, this is typically where someone would want to use this procedure, so you're already seeing this message. But if you don't see this message and you want to go through this procedure, then we would actually start by unplugging the device, locating the reset pin for it, get a standard size paper clip, and carefully insert the paper clip inside, feel for that button, and just hold it pressed until you see that message as you plug it back into power. So I'm just going to keep it pressed. I'm going to see that message again. Here we go. Again, if you were already seeing this message, you can just immediately put in the drive, but if you didn't, then go through those steps, and we just put the drive in, and it's going to automatically grab that operating system file and start reinstalling. And this takes a few minutes, and then when we come back up, we will just re-enroll it with Google and re-register the device. Okay, when the recovery process is complete, you'll see a little check mark there, and you can remove your thumb drive from the device, and it will reboot. And when it comes back up, it will be just like a brand new Chromebox. And so we can follow the steps to reconnect to our network connection, etc. got to plug in my keyboard and mouse. For these procedures, if you're going to use the keyboard mouse combo unit that came with your player, if it's one of the newer players where we shipped out keyboard with it, the keyboard actually has two Alt keys. There's an Alt key and there's an Alt GR key. So when we talk about steps for the power washing or for exiting out of the app launch process, you want to use the Alt GR key. So just substitute that in when you're trying to use that keyboard, and that should work fine for you. Continue, get started. So we'll connect to our network connection. Agree to Google's terms of service. All right, so what happens next is you're either going to come to a login screen or it will automatically be re-enrolled with Google and you'll see a screen like this. It seems to be about 50-50 what we see. It depends on the model and what version it's on and what Google has planned for your device at this point in time. But if you come to a login screen, then you want to be sure it says enterprise enrollment at the top. We want to enroll this with our Google domain so that it acquires the settings that it needs to run properly. So you just, when you get to the login screen, you press Control-Alt-E as in Edward on your keyboard, Control-Alt-E, or there may be a prompt that says for work. That'll be the same mode. And then you'll type in the credentials of players@smartsign2go.com, players@smartsign2go.com, and the password is happy players, all one word with a capital H, happy players. And then proceed forward and you'll come to this same screen we're looking at here. So depending on if it behaves itself and makes it easy for us or not, then we just hit done and the app is installed already for us, and we're going to see a registration screen. And from that point, you can re-register the device with your account with us, and that can be done either by scrolling to the bottom of your dashboard and clicking on the play icon for your channel, where you'll see a place to enter in your registration code and give your player a name. You can also head over to the players section of settings where you'll see your old registration there in the list of players. You can delete that. At the top, you'll see a place to type in your registration code, give your player a name, pick the channel that you want it to play, and it will start playing. Keep in mind, of course, your registration code will be different than what we're showing on this TV screen. It'll be what your player has generated live for you. Of course, if you have any questions about any of these procedures, please reach out to us. We'll be happy to walk you through it by phone. Thank you.